What up, world? It's your boy Mark Walter Ward, Super Fat Show, Super Fats Network. We got Young Hump with us today. What's up, brother?
What up, King?
Chilling, chilling. Just real quick, I want to do a Throwback Thursday segment on the song you had with Money B, Too Short and Four Racks. Come here. Um,
Yeah.
got the video, everything. I guess let's start. Just how did the song come together?
Mm, okay. Forax of the Mechanics. The Mechanics is the most official production team out of Oakland. They produce for everything from the Bay. You could think of Too Short, E40, Richie Rich, everybody, Mozzie, anything Bay and the related area, they touched it. You know what I mean? And all that. They're the definitive sound. They low key like the DJ Premier Oakland, kind of like just they're the definitive. Anyways, that's family because Forax, he came up to Digital Underground. That's his earliest beginnings as a DJ. So he's Digital Underground family. So, Mun got the track from him. That shit slap. And we did what we did real quick. And then I don't know, it was one of them came with the idea of having Too Short on it. And the beautiful thing of it was that Mun sent it to Short on Tuesday and got it back to him on Thursday. Like that's rare that some rappers that ain't busy and don't have, that don't have a million things to do, like a man like Too Short, could get some shit back to you that quick. And that was just a testament to how hot it was. And that's what Short said. He said when he heard it, it was so hot, he just wanted to get right to it. So, and then, we ended up doing the video. It was just it just came together. It was a blessing for me because, the first song to do with Too Short, and then we do a video for it. And it was amazing as Money B, he'd known Too Short since the 80s, but they had actually never did a song together. They had been on some shit but they never really did a song together. And so I was just lucky to be there, and holding my own, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, that's what's up. And finally, speaking of the legend of Too Short, is what's your relationship with his music? Like, when do you first remember hearing him? And I'm probably like that Jive album that had the gravestones on the covers. Probably when I became aware of more the Menace to Society soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to remember. His shit is so ubiquitous. It's just everywhere at all times. So it's hard for me to remember a time, before Too Short, a time before Michael Jackson, a time before Miles Davis, a time before Michael Jordan. It's like he's just, Magic Johnson, he's just that. So I really can't remember when. It's just he was always there. But what I always loved about Short was, on a surface look, some people look at him and they just see the pimping and all that shit, but they don't realize the songs that he delivered that really express the depths of the human experience and not falling victim to the ills of your environment or going down the wrong path, as well as songs of just empowerment. And I always like to tell my people, I tell people and they be thinking I'm joking. I'm like, I'll tell the squarest little chick or dude, whatever, that would never even be listening to some rap music. Like if they get their heart broke, instead of all that fucking simmering and all that on them Hallmark cards ass shit, all that those emo movies with people crying for 2 hours, you need to throw some of that Short dog on and get your life right, because Short's gonna get you up out of there. And that's really what it is. So his music, serves as a lot of people, man, who've myself included, who have went to his teachings in crucial moments of anguish, and he was the voice of reason. Like, fuck that bitch, fuck that dude, you know what I mean? Don't worry about it, man, keep it pimping. And so that's how I feel. That's my relationship with Short. And another thing about Short, Short is one of them rappers that, because he originates to the mid 80s or whatever, some people, how we all have friends, like you have friends or family members that kind of, you can sense that they look at you like the way you always were. Like, I got a homie that's, older than me, and for the longest time, it was like I felt like he was looking at me like I was still 17. And it took me like moving mountains and doing all types of shit for him to really start to look at me different. But not everybody can present the mountains that they move to everybody to get that new look. So I bring that up to say Too Short's one of them artists that sometimes people, a lot of the artists that were rapping in the 80s, because the style of rap is perceived as being, you know, less sophisticated, less lyrical, however people want to put it, which isn't always the case. I mean, shit, throw in that Slick Rick and tell me about what's lyrical. But point is, and some Short Dog stuff, you know, but Short being very straight ahead with a lot of his bars, some people don't really know how saucy he got with his lyricism and some of the later stuff that came. So some people have this thought in their mind of him like they see him at this level, but I'm like, man, Short's pen be over here. I mean, I could go on a run right now quoting some of Too Short's lyrics that when you listen to it, like, you know, having multiple syllable rhymes, because some people, you know how it is with some of the 80s stuff where it was one syllable rhymes, you know what I mean? Sometimes people be thinking that's all niggas ever did, but Short expanded in a lot of ways, and the nigga produced a lot of that shit. So it's like a lot of those famous songs that we love the most, Too Short produced. So it's like people don't really understand who Short is like that. And you know, I mean, one of my favorite, I'm gonna just give you 4 balls of Too Short I love. He said, something, when I came to that, something that when I came to town, riding something, slapping James Brown, whole sprung because I bought a new car again. Take the James Brown out and ride to Parliament. I mean, it's so smooth and perfect, but the syllables, man, you know, it's not, you know, simple as me, MC, party, you know, car again, Parliament, you know, that's 3 syllables, man. Respect the game. So yeah, I love Short for multiple reasons, man. Big up Uncle Short.
Hey, Square Biz, I'm not even trying to be facetious, but you know, it's more for the entertainment value. But my favorite line ever in my history of listening to rap is from Too Short on Scarface's Fuck Face, on Scarface's Fuck Faces.
Let's go.
And all it was he started his verse off with, "She followed me to the bathroom and I ain't have to pee." And that's just fucking hilarious to me. Like to this day, like how you said about if you break up, you know, listening to some Too Short. Like if I just need a chuckle in my life, I just think about that line, and that shit always made me smile.
Yeah, I mean, he's you know, Short is the guy that, put it like this. You know, it's cold right now. As you can see, I'm dressed for the weather. I was gonna say, it's like I was talking to somebody about the like they was talking about putting the heater on, and it was like, yeah, it just takes the edge off the room. And I was like, I never thought about it like that. Like a light heater could just take the edge off the cold. And I was like, Short be taking the edge off some shit that might be painful for you. He just make it like, you know, quite a few niggas got the pussy. Like,
yeah.
I have to accept that. You know what I mean?
Word.
Accept that. It's like, and that's real shit, because a lot of people is out here in their emotions over, I mean, shit, you know, what percentage is it? Half of people in jail is behind some, you know, some romantic situation, or a third, I don't know the percentage, but like, it's significant. Like that shit, you know, people get caught up out here, you know, dead and all that. I mean, you know, a lot of these rapper beefs, they report back to, you know, shit with women and shit. So it's like, if motherfuckers could, you know, Too Short music is more helpful than people really understand. You know what I mean? You have to, it's like you have to understand, like, see, you a calm, collected individual, so you emanate that you understand, and as I am and strive to be. And some people, they don't really understand what, like, you listen to niggas now and they be like, I fuck your bitch, nigga, what? And then niggas is beefing over that. Too Short had that shit, like, I give you a bitch before I give you a joint, bitch, you know, like, and I'm not, ladies, Young Hump loves you and values each one of you. But notice he didn't say I'll give you, he didn't say ladies ain't shit. He said bitches ain't shit. You have to understand that, which we've gone through that. You've heard that before. But the point I'm making is, and we have to, as we have these intelligent discussions with critical thinking, we have to understand the point. We could fixate on if that's going to save your brother or your cousin or whoever from killing let them utilize what they need to utilize. If a
Overcome your
motherfucker
moral objections for the benefit of the downstream consequences.
I fucks with you, Mark. You are a special dude, brother. That's what I'm saying, man. I couldn't have said it. It would have took me 74 seconds of intense thought to grab that. And you went right there. So, you know what I mean, my G.
All right. Well, shit, that's a perfect point to end that. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Hey, say that again. You said that perfectly. You said overcoming. Say that one time.
Overcome your moral objections for the benefits of the downstream consequences.
Ooh, man, talk about a tattoo. Talk about fuck a death row chain. That need to be a change your hand, motherfuckers. Like imagine a rap click handing that shit to 20 niggas here. We about to keep winning.
No doubt.
One condition.